Danger Dolan. From an elephant Labrador duo to a spaniel that takes care of lambs, we count 15 unusual animal friendships.
Number 15.
Tinnie the dog and Sniffer the wild fox. It's a real-life version of Disney's The Fox and the Hound. Despite thousands of years of breeding and the social circumstances between them, Tinnie the domestic dog and Sniffer the wild fox have become the best of friends. They will regularly meet and play together in a Norwegian forest. Tinnie lives with his owner, Torgeir Berge, who encourages the play dates and documents them with his camera. The experience caused Berge to rethink his stance on Norway's fox fur trade. He now wishes to ban the hunting of foxes for their fur, and has published a book about the duo's adventures called The Fox and the Dog. The way these animals play together reminds us that perhaps wild and domestic animals aren't that different after all.
Number 14.
Fox and badger. In the wild, badgers are a fox's natural prey, but it seems Billy the badger and Pixie the fox didn't get the memo, as they're as close as two teenagers in a backseat. Billy, an abandoned badger found mauled in the wild, was placed in a fox enclosure at the Secret World Wildlife Rescue Animal Sanctuary to toughen up and learn crucial social skills. There she met Pixie, a spirity fox, who became her closest friend and frolicking buddy. Eventually, Billy was deemed rehabilitated and reintroduced into the badger enclosure where she belonged. Billy still has regular play dates with Pixie and her surrogate fox family though.
Number 13.
Talk the dog and Shrek the owl. A greyhound and owl have formed a bizarre friendship at an animal center. Shrek, an owl chick as well as a swamp ogre, was relocated from her enclosure shortly after birth, after keepers feared her stressed out mother could eat her. Head falconer John Picton decided to bring Shrek home with him. Only problem was, John already owned a 6-month-old greyhound pup called Talk. Fortunately, Talk happily adopted Shrek as his own daughter, and the two have become inseparable. He's extremely protective of her. Together they roam John's home and often spend evenings curled up on the couch watching British soaps like EastEnders and Coronation Street.
Number 12.
The sled dog and the polar bear. Given the scarcity of prey in their frozen homelands, polar bears will typically eat anything and everything they can get their paws on. Sled dogs, when they're around, are one such tasty treat. German wildlife photographer Norbert Rosing was travelling the western coast of Canada's Hudson Bay when he spotted a polar bear on the scene within distance of his sled dogs. He was sure this would be the end of his dogs, but to his astonishment, the bear began to nuzzle one of the dogs, and the dog returned the affectionate gesture by licking the bear's face. It was a remarkable, heartwarming display between two natural predators.
Number 11.
Milo the dog and Bone Digger the lion. Bone Digger is a 500-pound lion who looks ferocious, but is really just a cuddly little kitty cat. The regal jungle animal was born with a metabolic bone disease, which disabled him from an early age. Fortunately, thanks to the GW Exotic Animal Park in Oklahoma, this lion was given the chance to live a worthwhile life. The park has also helped him make some great and rather unlikely friends. John Rink is the park manager at GW, and it's through his intervention that Bone Digger met his 3 tiny dachshunds, Milo, Bullet, and Angel. Milo is the ringleader and took Bone Digger under his wing when he was still just a lion cub. 5 years on, and the pair are still best buddies.
Number 10.
The Chihuahua and his baby Marmoset. When a group of feisty marmosets refused to play nice at a small Latin American zoo with an endangered animal protection program, zookeepers took action. To protect the youngest marmoset from harm, the keepers did what they thought was best. They ostracized him from the group and gave him a Paris Hilton-style Chihuahua companion named Sam. Fortunately, it paid off. Every day since, Sam took the marmoset on Yoshi-style rides outdoors to give him exercise and show his affection. Some days, Sam wasn't up to taking the marmoset out, which isn't surprising given their slight weight differences. On these days, a zookeeper's golden retriever took over. Pooches gotta stick together.
Number 9.
Fred the Labrador and Dennis the duckling. Things are looking pretty grim for Dennis the duckling when it was discovered his mother had been mauled to death by a fox. At least a week old, Dennis would have died in the wild had he not been found and rescued by 4-year-old Fred, the Labrador, and 44-year-old Jeremy, the human. Dennis was brought back to Mount Fitchett Castle, a restored Norman site where hundreds of rescued animals are homed. The castle and its grounds are open to the public and have been in Jeremy's family for the last 40 years. Incredibly, Fred the Labrador took an immediate liking to the duckling, cleaning him with his canine tongue. They've been buddies ever since, and the unlikely friends sleep, play, and swim together. Apparently, Fred is like a doggy humanitarian. It's not the first time he's helped take care of an orphan. He once adopted a baby deer.
Number 8.
The Springer Spaniel and her lambs. Meet Jess, the Springer Spaniel. Jess likes chewing on bones, chasing pigeons, and acting as a surrogate mother to several orphaned lambs. 3 times a day, rain, hail, or shine, Jess goes out on milk rounds, feeding orphan lambs from a bottle she carries in her mouth. Jess's owner, Louise Morehouse, who has 270 sheep on her 180-acre farm, says she can't imagine managing without Jess. Apparently, all Louise did was teach Jess how to hold the bottle, and then the pup took over feeding duties instinctually. Louise's farm, located near Exeter, is linked to the Devon Wildlife Trust and specializes in rare breed sheep. 10-year-old Jess is currently a mother figure to 4 Dorset horn lambs that couldn't be fed by their own mothers. An apprentice, Lily the Cocker Spaniel, is already in training for when Jess decides to hang up her bottle.
Number 7.
B the giraffe and Wilma the ostrich. B is a 3-year-old giraffe and Wilma a 10-year-old ostrich. They have plenty in common, both have long necks, beautiful gaits, and are residents at Busch Gardens Serengeti Plains exhibit. Maybe it's no wonder then that the pair has become inseparable. The two share a huge 65-acre enclosure, so they aren't forced to spend time together. They actually do so willingly. Both ostriches and giraffes are naturally curious animals. The park's assistant curator, Jason Green, said that Bee likes to use her long tongue to explore her surroundings, and that Wilma graciously puts up with these close encounters.
Number 6.
Bubbles the African elephant and Bella the black Labrador. Bubbles is an African elephant and Bella's a black Labrador. The pair live side by side at Myrtle Beach Safari Park, USA. Bubbles was adopted by the park in 1983 after both her parents had been killed for their ivory by African poachers. In 2007, the park hired a contractor to build a pool for Bubbles. When he left, he abandoned Bella the Labrador, so the safari park adopted her too. Despite the extreme difference in size, the two quickly became great friends. The two love playing together. Bubbles enjoys throwing balls for Bella to catch, and Fella climbing all over Bubbles, while Bella likes using Bubbles as a diving board.
Number 5.
Anjaana the chimpanzee and tiger cubs. 2 white tiger cubs that were born during a freak hurricane had to be separated from their mother when their sanctuary flooded. The cubs since found an unlikely surrogate mother in chimpanzee Anjaana, who has taken on the role of caring for the cubs at the Institute of Greatly Endangered and Rare Species, or TIGERS to use its kick-ass acronym, in South Carolina. The 2-year-old chimp helped her keeper, China York, care for the then 21-day-old cubs. Monkey see, monkey do. Anjaana mimics York's behavior by lying with the cubs and bottle feeding them. She has genuinely formed a strong bond with them and cares for them as if they were her own. Anjaana has gone on to help China raise many different orphaned animals, including lions, leopards, and orangutans.
Number 4.
Buck and Duck. New York locals were recently taken by surprise when a nesting mother goose living in a buffalo cemetery got an awesome, unlikely bodyguard. For weeks, a majestic deer stood watch over the goose and her nest. Male and female geese usually work together to guard their eggs, but it seems this mother goose may have been a single mother. Thanks to this devoted deer, the mother goose and her eggs were well protected for the duration of the incubation. Even after the goslings hatched, the deer remained close by to chase off predators like crows, preventing them from feasting upon the innocent baby birds.
Number 3.
Surya, the orangutan, and Roscoe, the blue-tick hound. This unlikely duo met at a US reserve for endangered animals and have since become inseparable. Roscoe the blue-tick hound apparently followed Surya and her handlers home to their home in Myrtle Beach, so they adopted him. Dogs are usually scared of primates, but Surya and Roscoe became great friends in no time. The two have captured the world's attention, appearing on talk shows like Oprah and the Ellen DeGeneres shows, and in National Geographic magazine. The odd couple have even released a picture book capturing their unorthodox friendship and was swarmed by young fans during their Georgetown book signing.
Number 2.
Owen the hippo and Mzee the tortoise. Owen and Mzee are a hippopotamus and Aldabra giant tortoise duo that have formed a highly unusual bond of friendship. They live in Hala Park, Kenya. Following a tsunami in 2004, Owen the hippo was separated from his herd as a juvenile and brought to a nearby rescue center. With no other hippos to interact with, Owen immediately bonded with Mzee, whose large domed shell and brown color resembled an adult hippo. Their unusual friendship continued until 2006, when it was deemed that Owen was too big to safely cohabit with Mzee. Maybe this is for the best, as the 130-year-old age difference couldn't have left them with all that much to talk about.
Number 1.
Shere Khan, Baloo and Leo. Although this practically defies logic, it's completely real. Leo the lion, Shere Khan the tiger, and Baloo the bear were found together as cubs during a police raid of an abusive drug baron's home in Atlanta. Baloo required surgery to remove a harness that had grown into his skin, causing deformities. The infant trio were moved to Noah's Ark Rescue Center in Locust Grove. Zookeepers made the radical decision to keep them together. They are all still alive and well today, and play together in their very own habitat. Visitors can watch the 1,000-pound bear, 350-pound lion, and 350-pound tiger chill out, snuggle, and of course wrestle together. Zoo co-founder Jamar Hedgecoth says the animals are completely oblivious to the fact that they aren't natural companions. Because of what they've suffered together, the three best buds will likely be inseparable for life. That's it for this countdown. And have a good one!